I'm halfway through my dream trip, the journey of a lifetime. Hey, look at that, that's stunning. Wow. Heading across the UK to discover the best that campervan living has to offer.
Right, Nick.
My trusty sidekick and home for the summer is my 1970s classic camper. This could be a momentous moment. My first overtaking manoeuvre. I'm going to fish, forage and cook, tasting my way around Britain.
Oh my word, it's delicious. They are sensational. Baked beans on toast, take a hike.
I'll be cooking up the freshest local ingredients to create the very best of British campervan cuisine.
That, I would argue, is perfect.
I'll be revealing the secrets of successful campervan living.
Brings the van level. It's really difficult to cook on a slope.
Along the way, anything can happen.
I managed to hit myself on this piece of furniture here.
Not allowed to drive. I think the clutch cable's broken.
So if you've ever dreamed of heading off and hitting the road, come with me on my great British campervan food adventure.
Clear road in front of you, king of the road.
Today, I'll be revealing some of the best spots for campervan living on the gorgeous east coast of Scotland. I take a deep breath and head off-road.
The association will not be liable for vehicles or their occupants damaged as a result of this roadway. How exciting!
And discover a new way of alfresco cooking from the van.
Oh, look at that colour. Brilliant.
My journey has taken me northward, through England, across the border, and into Scotland's county of Angus.
Well, I made it to Scotland, which is nothing short of a miracle. Last time I tried to go to Scotland in a camper, I went to Scotland. The camper, unfortunately, went as far as Bristol, suffered from a broken drive shaft, and was sent home in disgrace on the back of a yellow truck. So to actually get one of these buses all the way north of the border really is quite something. And I've done 1,440 miles since I left home, and I can't wait to get on with the trip.
Angus lies on the North Sea coast of eastern Scotland, 77 miles north of the capital, Edinburgh. The Scottish Declaration of Independence was signed here back in 1320. But it's not the history that brought me to Scotland. You know me, it's the food.
I'm here on the east coast of Scotland to try something that's world famous, and that is the Arbroath Smoky. It's smoked haddock, done in a very, very traditional way, and I'm going to meet somebody who's going to show me how to do it.
Since 2004, the Arbroath Smoky has had protected status, just like champagne, which means for it to be sold as an official smoky, it can only be made in this small town. I had arranged to meet smoky producer Alex Spink, who I was hoping would be able to help me recreate this famous dish out of my camper. As I arrived, I could see beautiful rows of haddock lined up and prepped for the smoker. And when I met Alex in the smokehouse, he told me I was just in time to see the first batch of the day.
They look fantastic, don't they? So this is the last part of the process, is that right?
Yes, like cool down for about quarter an hour, 20 minutes, and then they get packed into boxes.
They look, they're sort of dripping.
Yeah, that's the juice coming out.
Just the juice. So are they still quite
They're
wet?
quite moist, yeah.
Quite a moist fish.
Yeah. This is at their best when they're just coming off the barrel now.
Right, okay.
They're very tasty, very good.
Are we going to be allowed to taste one?
Oh, I'll let you taste one.
Good.
Well, you can't get much fresher than this.
You know they're fresh when they're just come off the bone.
Wow.
Just taste it. Yeah.
Shall I grab a bit of this? So this is a traditionally made Arbroath Smoky, unique,
Yes, unique.
As good as it's ever going to be.
Oh yes.
Oh my word, it's delicious. It's a lot fishier than I thought it was going to be. I thought you'd kind of be more smoky than fishy, but it's actually lovely. And you can taste the salt in there as well, can't you?
Yeah. They are the best coming off the barrel, just like it's nice and juicy.
Now, I was certain that I wanted smoky on the menu tonight. I was keen to find out how I could make some myself, Campervan style.
Alex, now, do you think I would be able to recreate the smoking process out and about in my campervan? I've got a little bucket barbecue, and I fancy having a go. What do you think?
A barbecue?
Yes.
I don't think you'd manage it on a barbecue.
If I was going to do it out and about, how would you recommend doing it?
You could get a small barrel and dig a hole in the ground.
And would that be a traditional way of doing it? Is that something that people have done before?
It was done originally like that, yeah.
So basically the secret is to have a kind of enclosed space with a fire at the bottom, somewhere to hang your smokies, and something to enclose it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm letting you all my secrets now.
Well, it looked like making smokies with my own kit was out of the question. Luckily, Alex knows someone with a portable smoker. I hoped he could help.
Wow.
But in return for all this insider knowledge, I was going to have to do a bit of hard graft, preparing my own haddock for smoking. It didn't look easy, but I was determined to give it my best shot.
Hold the fish nice and firm.
Yeah.
And then break, what did you call this? The lid?
The lug.
The lug.
Yeah.
Come in there, break that,
Yeah.
head off,
You're a good learner. Up.
up, and away. How's that?
Good.
Is that neat enough?
That's not bad for the first go.
Okay, now the
Want
next
a job?
Yeah?
Unfortunately, things stopped going so swimmingly.
I'm making a right mess of this one.
No, you go right in again.
In again.
And then they went from bad to worse.
Oh! Is it down the bottom? Is it gone?
Yeah.
Where's it gone?
It's just in the bottom, I'll get it.
All right, okay. I appear to have dropped the fish.
But I was more careful with my next few attempts, and after a while, I was beginning to feel like I'd really got the hang of it.
That's good.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
And before long, I'd got myself quite a haul.
Okay, this is the fish you cleaned earlier.
Didn't I do a lot of them?
You did not bad at all, not bad. So we put them in pairs, we try and get the same size. They get paired to put on sticks inside the barrel. They have to be the same size. If you have one big one and one small one, the big one would tend to fall because
Yeah.
it's uneven. Now then we put them in salt, and then put a bit more salt on the tails. You can make the tails harder so they don't fall off the barrel.
How long do they spend in here before they go into the smoker?
About 2.5 to 3 hours.
That gave me just enough time, once I'd given my haddock a thorough salting, to go and meet Alex's friend. So, with the secrets of the Smokies entrusted to me, it was time to jump back in the van and head further north along the coast.
I'm off to a place called Auchmithie now to meet a guy called Ian Spink. Now, apparently, he's going to be able to show me how I can make my own Campervan Arbroath Smokies. I don't really want to do anything kind of too difficult with the Smokies because they are what they are. They taste absolutely beautiful. So I think some crusty bread, lashings of butter, and a little bit of salad will do it. Let the smoky speak for itself.
So I had my plan and a few tips from the expert, but my van seemed to be misbehaving. I'm not sure if it was the sea air or the colossal wind, but the gears were starting to play up.
Second gear is getting a bit tricky at the moment. I don't know why. It's starting to get a bit stiff. Reverse is also getting a bit clunky. And much as I would really love to follow the normal philosophy, which is if you can't find it, you grind it, I have a feeling that the old girl needs a bit more care and attention than that. So I'm going to have to... Oh. I'm clearly going to have to keep my eye on it.
If the gearbox were to go, it would mean an empty wallet for me and probably a very long bus ride home. So I can't tell you how relieved I was when I could finally see my destination lurching into view.
The association will not be liable for vehicles or their occupants damaged as a result of this roadway. How exciting!
Come on, Gordy, you can make it. You've got to make it.
First, here we go, gently does it. What a lovely spot. Hopefully we can find somewhere sheltered from the wind and not too bumpy. This is good, we like this.
So I'd finally reached Auchmithy, the small village where smokies were first created. And it looked like I'd got here just in time, as I saw Ian coming round the corner carrying his portable smoker.
Ian,
How you doing?
how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I see you brought your barrel.
Yep.
Excellent, excellent. I wasn't sure how I was going to attempt making smokies.
Well, what we're going to do here, Martin, is we're going to set this barrel into the ground. We're going to dig a wee hole, set the barrel partially into the ground. And that provides a bit of insulation for the barrel as well.
Yeah.
Keeps sort of the drafts out from going underneath the barrel too much. Inside there, we'll light a hardwood log fire.
Okay.
We'll then hang the fish onto special sticks.
Yeah.
We'll lay the sticks over the top of the fire, cover the whole up with hessian bags, leave it to slowly smoulder away for about 40 minutes.
Great stuff. So this is, it's a brilliant way of having smokies on the beach, but there's something that's even more special about this, isn't there? Because isn't it the way that it's been done for time immemorial?
This has been going on this way for probably about 800 years. And we're in the place where it all started off as well. There's no better way to get it than freshly made in a small batch in an original barrel, straight out of the fire, full of its own natural juices. You cannot beat it.
So if it all went to plan, there was a historical dinner in store for me this evening. Ian would join me and show me the secret of barrel smoking fish, but I was going to have to work up a bit of a sweat first.
Very important ingredients.
How many are we going to do?
On this batch today, on the small barrel, I should get about perhaps 25 pairs, something like that.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of smoky, so to speak.
The barrel doesn't work the same if you put too few fish on it. It has to have a decent amount of fish on it in order to get enough humidity in the barrel to cook them properly. Okay, that looks good, Martin.
Time to light the fire using a rather non-traditional method.
So, do you ever get any comments about cheating with firelighters?
Yes, I get lots of people trying to pull my leg about using fire lighters, but I usually explain to people that if you expect me to stand here for half an hour rubbing two sticks together to get a bit of flame, no, you'd never get a smoky.
It wasn't long before the fire got going and Ian brought out the fish. It attracted some interest from the locals.
So these are the same fish that I cleaned this morning. Well, some of them will be. And they're the same fish that I tasted this morning.
They are indeed. Yeah.
So the challenge is on. Now, is there a knack to doing this?
Yeah, just basically take two in your hand like that,
Yep.
all facing the same way,
All facing the same way.
preferably.
Okay, right.
Okay, and holding them by the tails like that.
Yeah.
Gently place them on the sticks. Don't plunk them down, just gently place them on. Put them so close that they're not quite touching. And because the barrel is round, just imagine looking down on top of this as being the barrel.
Oh,
shape.
yeah.
It might be a stretch to say that a group of hanging, headless fish looked pretty, but there was something neat about the way Ian made this arrangement. Almost like a smoky chandelier.
So what we're going to do is, we're going to put the sticks over the fire like so. As close as you can get them again without them touching.
Yeah. So being really careful not to get close, but not too close. How's that?
That's fine.
So last one, and I can see now why you hang them the way you do. You've clearly done this before.
Just a few times.
Ian covered the barrel with hessian bags to restrict the oxygen to the fire. This dampens the fire so it smokes and doesn't burn the fish.
There you go. Such a lot of experience goes into doing this, but it just seems so simple. It's perfect. Right, and there's the smoke. There's the smoke.
What we'll do is we'll leave